Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Those who slander others will be bankrupt of their good deeds on the day of judgment." Knowing that, why do people, students of knowledge, etc., not heed to this fearful statement?
Questions from Philly with regards to backbiting and the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ explaining the bankrupt people on the day of judgment are those who slander this one, who beat that one, who took the wealth of that one, so on and so forth. Why do students of knowledge not take heed to these words, so on and so forth? There's several reasons in my humble opinion. And alhamdulillah, I can say with pride that I was from among them at one point in time in my life. And Allah had guided me, walillah alhamd, and opened up my eyes. But it was a point in time which I was from among them. All right? At the end of the day, there's several reasons. The first reason is many students of knowledge don't feel that it's haram. They feel that slandering their brothers and refuting their colleagues and classmates and old friends or teachers and students, they feel that that's a means of getting closer to Allah. They're getting closer to Allah by disrespecting this scholar and talking about this brother. Just like there's some people who feel that they're getting closer to Allah by killing Muslims or getting closer to God by killing people. They feel this. It's a holy war, a crusade. God wills it. That's what they said, right? When they entered Jerusalem. Say God wills it. This is a way of our sins being absolved. And we're going to paradise by killing and slaughtering men, women, and children in Jerusalem. So many people, they think they're getting closer to Allah by doing this. How, you may ask, or why? Kaif? Because there are scholars who say certain things and mix certain things up. And they may say refuting an innovator or warning against a weak narrator. That's the same rule as talking about your friend who goes to a conference or who gets better grades than you or marries a sister that you wanted to marry or is chosen to be the translator or whatever the worldly reason is. Or we just don't like him. Flat and simple. I don't like Fulan. Brothers have said this in Medina. I just don't like him. I ain't feeling him. So therefore we have to legitimize our hasad. And what better legitimizing could it be than he's a deviant? And the Salaf refuted Ahlul Bid'ah. And Imam Ahmed said this, and Hassan al-Basri said that. And he passed by the grave of the innovator and he spat upon it and kicked it. And he said, I would rather urinate upon this person's grave than do so and so and such and such. That's the dalil that they use. And these people are sadly mistaken from so many different ways. First and foremost is the one who said that was a great scholar. The one who said that was a worshiper. The one who said that prayed at night, fasted in the daytime, gave zakat, gave sadaqah, fought jihad in Allah's cause, didn't befriend the kuffar and take handouts from the kuffar. He was a great scholar, Shu'bah ibn al-Hajjaj, Hassan al-Basri. Imam Ahmed cried all the time, made istighfar all the time. Can you say that about yourself? And the person that he's refuting was a person who was a caller to innovations. A person who was a caller to bid'ah. يَحُثُ النَّاسِ يَحْمِلُ النَّاسِ عَلَيْهَا, holding people to do innovations. So they felt that they had to warn from them. And it's permissible in Islam to warn from someone of misguidance, whatever that misguidance may be. Sin, bid'ah, whatever it is. And it's permissible in Islam to boycott someone, no doubt about that. But this is your friend, you're in Medina University together. He didn't make any bid'ah, he didn't fall into any mistake, you just don't like him. Or let's say he did make a mistake, but he's not an innovator. Or he did make an innovation. That doesn't mean that you talk about him and slander him and make a campaign against that person in such a shameless, immature, childish way, let alone a scholar. And we've all seen how they talk about scholars. And we said this many times before, and we take pride in this, exposing them. They do not respect scholars. They don't respect scholars. And if you say that this person's not Salafi and we're not Salafi, we say, no, you're not Salafi. You're not following the Salaf as-Salih. You're Antum al-Hizbiyun. You're the Hizbis. You're the ones who cling and clutch to groups and scholars and cliques and disrespect anyone who doesn't walk your tightrope, your interpretation of what it's supposed to be. So this is one of the reasons why is that these scholars, they mix things up. They mix things up. They confuse things. An innovator, a caller to innovations, a weak narrator, and they apply that to their friend for a worldly reason. And they said the Salaf talked about Ahlul Bid'ah. So therefore, I'm not backbiting him. I'm backbiting him for the cause of Allah. Another reason why they do this is many people, they're just heedless. They're just heedless of a severe threat. The Prophet's words, Imam Ahmed, Sheikh Fulan, this one, that one, the Prophet's words. They're heedless. Another reason is just baghi. They just want to be aggressive. It tastes good when you're eating a juicy steak. The meat is good. You're chewing it. It's nice and juicy. It feels good. Just talking about somebody and bashing someone. It's a good feeling. It's a rush. It's an adrenaline rush. He's an innovator. He's a deviant. We were warned from him. Indeed. Feels good. And the people, they get caught up and they get intoxicated with it. And it takes them away from those hadiths. Let alone those other statements of Imam Ahmed and Hassan al-Basri and Shu'bat ibn al-Hajjaj. You understand this? And there are other reasons as well, until the point in which slandering people, backbiting people, disrespecting people has become a culture. It's become a culture, and unfortunately, it's become a very bad black eye, rather a closed eye on the Salafi call. It's become a closed eye, not even a black eye. The moment someone sees you with a beard, or a high thobe, or a kufi from Medina, or Islamic University, they say he's going to come here and start talking about people, and slandering people, and cursing people, and making fitna in the masjid, and kicking the people out the masjid, and taking over the masjid, etc. It's unfortunate. So these are some of the reasons why students of knowledge don't benefit from these hadiths, and Allah surely knows best. May Allah protect us and help us.